This is my Bible. I am what it says I am. I have what it says I have. I can do what it says I can do.
I can't tell you the number of times I repeated this confession of faith, led by Pastor Ronnie Simmons of the House of Faith Christian Center in Smyrna, Tennessee. I believe it. I do. But hello, Emunah listeners. I'm your host, Dr. Tamara Henry. And it's just me today. No guests, no co-hosts, just you and me. Can we talk? Lately, I've been struggling with something, and I wonder if you struggle with it too. Now, understand this. I do trust the Lord. I do believe in Him. I know He'll never leave or forsake me. But here's the truth. I've realized that about 85% of the time, my view of situations and outcomes is lukewarm. I'm not absolutely positive. And I've been calling it being realistic. Because honestly, 80% of the time, I'm depending on people. And people are flawed. God can give someone an assignment and they can still ignore it. But recently, while sitting in church, the Lord revealed something to me. He said I wasn't fully trusting Him. I was focusing too much on people because people are often involved in our dreams, our visions, and our prayers. Here's an example. I may lose my government job. It would take a miracle to keep it because the president and Congress are talking about cuts. Sound familiar? But as a born-again Christian, I should know that no matter what my circumstances look like, my focus must be on the Lord, the one who promises never to leave me and who will supply all my needs. When I pray, I shouldn't see people as my source. I should see God. That's the shift He's been making in my heart. And I thank Him. God is saying, focus on me. So, I've been meditating on how to do that, how to truly stay focused on God. Here's what I'm learning about staying focused. First, I had to stop beating myself up for not thinking about Christ 24/7. Life is full of distractions, and our minds aren't robots. But I can set realistic expectations about what focusing on Christ actually looks like. For me, that's meant praying more often. Not just at set times in the morning, at, lunch, at dinner, and at night. But whenever I need help or want to say thank you, reading my Bible regularly and spending time with other believers. I'm so grateful that I'm a member of a church that have a variety of activities almost every day of the week for all age groups. Then recognizing the little blessings in my day. A parking space. A lost item found. An unexpected sale that fits my budget. Most importantly, I try to remember that the Holy Spirit lives in me. He helps me focus. We live connected to God in all that we do, and I shouldn't forget that. Not just when we're praying or reading our Bible. Our faith deepens as we become attentive to God in every part of life. Now, here's some practical steps that help me focus on God. Here are a few things I've been trying, and you may not like them. Silence my phone and put it out of sight for a while. Fast from media, TV, YouTube, TikTok, streaming shows, social media. No, fast from that. Take some time from that. Then ask the Holy Spirit daily to block distractions and help me stay focused on God. And here's something very important. Avoid doubt. Remember Zechariah? You remember that story? Zechariah was a priest, and he was married to Mary, Jesus' mother's sister, Elizabeth. They had really wanted a family back during that time. It was important that you had children, but they never had any. So they grew old. Zechariah, of course, was still working in the temple. And one day while he was working in the temple, an angel came to him and said, "Hey, you're going to have a son." And he didn't believe him. He doubted the word given to him. He logically assumed that he and his wife were too old to have children. And in response to his doubt, the angel said, "Okay, I'm going to make you mute. You will not be able to speak a word for the 9 months that your wife is pregnant." And he kept that promise. Zechariah doubted God's ability to overcome natural obstacles. Many people today, me included, share the same doubt at times. Anytime we allow human reason to overshadow faith in God, sinful doubt is the result. No matter how logical our reasons may seem, God has made foolish the wisdom of the world. That's in 1 Corinthians 1:20. And his seemingly foolish plans are far wiser than man's. Faith is trusting God even when his plan goes against human reason or experience. So Zechariah learned his lesson, and we should avoid doubt so we won't have to have a lesson like that. And then finally, don't overthink things. Leave it to God. Thank you for listening today. I don't want this to just be me talking. I want to hear from you. How do you stay focused on God? What practices, lessons, or stories have helped you? We all can learn from each other. So share your lessons or stories. Now, this is a new type of episode I'm trying, and I want to call it Let's Talk About. Sometimes we just need to pause and talk through things we're curious about, skeptical about, thinking about, or even praying about. I'm not usually one to share my deeper thoughts, especially with an audience. So I need your honest feedback. Should I do more of these Let's Talk About episodes? Or should I stick with my usual format? You can email me. Let me know what your thoughts are. My email is wordconsultingllc@gmail.com. Tell me your thoughts. You can share your testimonies on the website too. That's wordconsultingllc.com. Until then, let's live, let's grow, and let's keep our eyes on Him. Together. Did you know you can support this show by downloading and becoming a member of the Alive Podcast Network app? You'll experience unlimited access to Black hosted content, and we'll be able to keep bringing you amazing content week after week.